I was asked about what's my opinion as a vegan pastor about old earth or new earth. Well, if we're supposed to live in the heavenly will of God, which is what he used when he created Eden, and if we read the rest of the Bible, from Genesis 3 to the end of the Bible, it's all talking about corruption in the world, and in some of the things that Jesus talks about and what John writes in Revelation, it appears that there's corruption that goes on for 1,000 years afterwards. So after Jesus returns. So what are we looking at as God's heavenly will? It's the new earth, the new heavens and new earth. And what we know is there's no pain or suffering or death there. And if we just stay with those three things, we have what the ideal is. So if we say the old earth, we can't look past Eden. And if we look at the new earth, it's with no pain, no suffering, no death, just like Eden. So it's reaching that state. Everything in the middle has corruption in it. This is the beginning, and this is the end, which is longer. It just goes on and on and on. That's the new earth, the new heavens and new earth. And that's the ideal. So if we live there, and it has nothing to do with being a vegan pastor, but it makes sense. So you'd be vegan. You're not going to eat any other living being. So that means you don't eat any animals or humans, because we're made out of meat too, you know. If you didn't think about that, you should. Because our flesh is very similar to animal flesh. So if we're going to live in God's heavenly will, it has to be the reflection of Eden and the new earth. Because that is the criteria that explains God's heavenly will. He says, you shall be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Well, the only way you can do that is to live in the new earth, or what we know about it. And it's not about all the glamour and the brilliant stones and all of this other stuff. It has to do with God's heavenly will. What is it? That we live in that perfection where we do no harm to any other living being or the earth. That's what makes the difference. So it's the new earth. Amen.